The next item in this Christian loophole train is those who are married not wanting to live in the same house. That is what we're talking about today. Stay tuned. A couple of weeks ago, there was this rapper, entrepreneur person named Bandman Kevo. He did an interview on the channel Say Cheese. Take a listen.
A little bit of bad has been popping up online with, allegations about you kicking out your wife, as a lot of people didn't even know you were married, your wife, and then your son. Take us through that and how accurate those allegations are.
Like I knew it was something, you know what I mean? When I seen it, I'm just like, what's really going on? So for anybody that don't know, my lease was up in October of 2021. My lease was up. So what I did, I said, instead of me and Dyme continue to stay together, because, I invite a lot of celebrities over and, it'd be my kids, my family, it'd be too much going on. So I decided to say, okay, how about I get you your own place and I get my own place? Dyme didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, well, we got to do something, because that's what I'm trying to do to move forward. So I did it anyways. I say, okay, my crib gonna be ready in a month. Your crib will be ready in a month. We just gonna do the hotels. I had to stay in a hotel for a month, you know what I mean? Which is $1,800 a month. $1,800 a week. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get you your nice hotel. I'm gonna stay in a nice hotel. My crib got ready, boom, I'm in my crib. I'm steady telling her, you know what I mean? Like where you wanna stay? She can't make up her mind of exactly what she wanna do or where she wanna stay, because she still can't take in the fact that I wanna stay by myself. She don't like that. She like, you just want your own home because you wanna have hoes and you wanna do this. How come I can't stay with you? That's not fair, and all this type of weird shit. I'm just like, bro, I'm a loner, you know what I mean? I'm very clean, I'm very organized, I'm very disciplined. Sometimes as a female, females tend to be more careless on the cleaning side, or careless about this, or I might be trying to work and my baby crying and the condo is too small. I feel like if I get you a house or something like that, I can come over anytime, you know what I mean? And it'd be better, trust me, like you get what you want. But she didn't want that. She felt like, I want to stay with you. Why can't we just stay with you? Uber Eats is not cheap. Dyme don't cook, don't clean. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person to put her out like this. But when a girl don't cook, don't clean, and then I have to hire maids all the time, and then you become careless with things. If you're very careless, like, well, I might say, damn, the dog just shitty. You gonna pick it up? Oh, I just seen that. I'll get it. Like that irritates me. Or if I see my baby crying too much, or if his diaper ain't changed fast enough, I'll get irritated. I'll be like, damn, hurry up and change his diaper. Hurry up and do this, because I'm doing so much.
So basically, Bandman Kevo no longer wants to live in the same house as his wife because they don't really agree on cleanliness and the gender roles. So, do married couples have to be in the same household? I have 3 points to talk about. Point number 1. Not living in the same household destroys the oneness. In Genesis 2:24, it says that, therefore a man shall leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Marriage is not a contract. Marriage is not a partnership. Marriage is not a relationship. Marriage is a oneness. The two are no longer separate. They are one. Jesus reiterated this law in Matthew 19, where he stated that what God has joined together, let no man separate. I can't help but think that this idea that I could be married to someone not living in the same house as me is man trying to separate what God brought together. Point number 2, it maintains a singleness mindset. So Bandman Kevo was explaining in his interview that he wanted to leave because she isn't as clean as he is. He just wants his own space. And let's be honest, in today's culture, it is of the utmost importance to promote your own happiness, your own safety, and your own comfort. And so marriage is completely antithetical to that idea. So marriage in and of itself is countercultural, because obviously anybody would want to live in a home that's formulated exactly to their needs. When they come into the house, they want everything to be exactly where it was. And as a single man, I can tell you that one thing I absolutely love is being the king of my castle and not listening to anybody when they tell me that they want this or they want that. If I don't want it, it ain't happening. And that's something that when I get married, I'm gonna have to get rid of. And I'm gonna want to get rid of because I'm gonna wanna spend the rest of my life with this woman. 1 Corinthians 13, 4-7 states that love, true love, godly love, does not insist on its own way. It endures all things and bears all things. So when you truly love someone, you're going to endure, you're going to bear, you're not going to enforce your own way when it comes to the way you live, the way you go out, the way you travel, everything. If you want to be married, you have to be willing to become one with the other person, which means you're going to have to give up some of the things that you loved, some of the things that you got used to in your singleness. Bandman Kevo got used to his organization, got used to his house always being clean, got used to an empty, silent home anytime he came around. And when he got married, that changed and he didn't like it. He wanted life to be his own way. And that's understandable. But that's a singleness mindset. That's not a marriage mindset. We live such a remote control lifestyle that as soon as we don't like something, we want to flip the switch. As soon as we don't like that song, we want to change it. As soon as we don't like the movie, we want to turn it off. As soon as we don't like something about a person, we want to get rid of them. All of these things are counter-marital and counter-biblical in every sense of the word. Think about it. If God treated us that way, if God, at the first sign of sin, at the first sign of doing something against his will, at the first sign of not walking his path the way he wants us to, he gave up on us, we would be in trouble. And finally, would this make it much more difficult to have sex? I understand that the whole point of having a separate home is to have unfettered access, to be able to go whenever you want. In the book of Hebrews, it says the marriage bed undefiled. If you're living in a whole different home, there ain't no marriage bed. And it is important for married couples to consistently have sex. That's something that consistently churches don't discuss. Your pastor is probably not telling you in your marriage conferences or even in your premarital counseling the importance of sex. Sex is the heart and blood and the vehicle of the oneness within a marriage. Sex is so important. Sex is as important in a marriage as a relationship with God. Yeah, I said it. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 7 that a man and a woman should not withhold each other from their conjugal rights. It even goes on to say that the man's body no longer belongs to him and the woman's body no longer belongs to her. Sex is incredibly important within a marriage. I can only imagine that you would be having much less sex. This whole idea of living in separate houses is just that, separation. Separation is the poison to holy matrimony. Any type of separation in your bank accounts, where you live, children, lead to an ultimate dissolution of the holy covenant of marriage. Something that God absolutely hates because he knows how devastating it will be to both parties. Honestly, if you listen to the rest of the interview, you'll know that Bandman Kevo never wanted to marry Dyme anyway. So ladies, please, before you get married to that young man, make sure he wants to marry you. Please, and you're not pressuring him. His parents aren't pressuring him. Society isn't pressuring him. Church isn't pressuring him. Like, make sure it's something he wants to do. And fellas, please make sure you're ready for marriage. Make sure you're okay with giving up some things that you were used to or you found comfortable. Make sure you're ready for the oneness. That is a beautiful thing. What do you think? Do you think it is healthy for married couples to live in separate homes? I'd love to dialogue with you down in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Share this video with a friend if you found it helpful. That's all I got for you. My name is Zachary Carroll, aka Pastor Z. This is Christian Hood Talk. Y'all be cool. haven't subscribed yet,
What are you doing?
bro, sis, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We're already over halfway there, so make sure you're telling all your friends and family about the videos we're doing here.